Hello students. So students, in the previous class, we have started with the chapter and that is life processes. When we talk about the life processes, students, so we had seen that what actually a life process it is, and processes, it means we said that the things which is involved in that of the process that is involved that is important for the survival of a living organism, that we called as a life process. And in the life process, we have started to understand the term that whenever we are talking about life, it is related to the organisms which we call as a living organisms, and we have seen that there are some of the characteristics. On the basis of that, we had divided the living organisms also, means we have divided the organisms also into the living and the non-living, and these characteristic makes an organism or tells an organism that it is a living or a non-living organisms. And this is nothing, these all characteristic, it is related to the life process. Okay, so we can say the characteristics are the process of nutrition. The characteristic is the respiration process, which is shown only by that of the living organism. The characteristic is the control and coordination. It means how the living organism used to respond to the changes that is occurring or to the stimulus. Okay, these characteristics are related that the living organism, they used to eat food, they need air, and they used to grow, they used to show movement, they used to show locomotion, as well as the living organism used to show the process of excretion and reproduction. Okay, so we can say, so on the basis of that, we had decided that whether the organism is a living or a non-living organisms. Now, if we talk about the life processes also, you see that nutrition, respiration, excretion, including the transport, that we will call as circulation also, or growth, as well as reproduction, these all will come into the life process. It means these are the process that a living organism used to perform. There is one more thing that we had seen, student, and that is the need of the energy. You see that why we used to eat food, or why we used to take oxygen. So you will say that the oxygen help in performing the process of respiration. Food help us in giving energy. Actually, the food get converted into a simpler form, and that is glucose, and the oxygen help in the oxidation of this food, and finally this will help in giving a sufficient amount of energy. And energy is needed to perform the different metabolic functions, as well as that is important for a living organism to do any work. Okay, so energy that we get from the food itself. Now we have seen that the different life process. So if we start with the first one, student, and we had started with the first one, and that is nutrition. So let me again tell you about the nutrition. Nutrition is basically, you see that here, if you talk about this term nutrition, this nutrition is related to the nutrient. Okay, why we need food means that how do we get energy? So you will say that it is because of the food. So what kind of a food? So the food that is nutritious. Nutritious, it means the food which consisting of the nutrients that help in giving the sufficient amount of a nutrient that is balanced type. And these nutrients help in giving energy, or this will help in performing, means help in the growth of the cells. It means help in formation of the new cells. It will help in protecting the diseases. So every food consisting of a different nutrient is of different uses, and that all the different kind of a nutrient is important for a living organisms. So for this only, students, we have seen here one thing, and that is a nutrient or is a can be defined that an organism used to obtain from its surrounding, and this is what it is as a source of energy which provide energies to us, as well as not only the source of energy, but it will also help in biosynthesis of its body constituent like tissues or the organ. It means these nutrient, it is actually the source of energy, as well as it acts as a biosynthesis. It means it help in giving or producing new cells or new tissues, help in the formation of a new cells or new tissues. So basically the nutrients are that we obtain from the food, these are the sources of the energy, as well as that will help in the biosynthesis of its body constituent. If we talk about the nutrition, so let me write the definition of the nutrition, students, and then we will try to understand that what are the different modes of the nutrition. So nutrition is or we can say that it is a process of intake of nutrients now. You see that these nutrient can be it can be carbohydrate, it can be fats, it can be protein. So we can write it here, that is carbohydrates, fats, protein, proteins, water. So it is a process of intake of nutrient as well as utilization of these nutrients. So it is not only the intake, but also the utilization of these nutrients in the body. So whenever we used to take these nutrients should be utilized to get the sufficient amount of nutrients by the organism, and this whole process is known as the nutrition. So nutrients, you can say that these are the things that we obtain from the food. They are rich in energy. It means they are a good source of energy, as well as they help in the biosynthesis of its own of its own tissues, or biosynthesis of a cells. And if we talk about the nutrition, so basically it is a process in which the nutrients are intake as well as its utilization, means the utilization of these nutrition occur in the body. That whole process is known as the nutrition. Now if we talk about the nutrition, students, so there are a mode of nutrition. It means how they are used, or how they are intake by the different organisms. So you see, okay, so let us discuss about that. What are the different modes of nutrition? Modes, it means the medium in which, it means how an organism used to obtain food. What are the different medium by which an organism get nutrition? Okay, so different modes, it means how organism used to obtain the food. So let us discuss about that. You see, students, if we talk about the nutrition, the modes of nutrition. So, if we talk about the modes, it means the organism's mode of nutrition refers to and organisms, the organisms, or we can say refers to obtaining food by the organisms. That is obtaining food from the organisms. Okay. It means how an organism used to obtain the food. Basically, if we consider all the organisms on the basis of the mode of nutrition, we had categorizes the organisms or the mode of the nutrition also into two types, and that is autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. It means on the basis of obtaining food by the different organism, all the organisms has been classified into two modes of nutrition if we talk about, students. So that is, the first one is autotrophic, and the second one we will call it as a heterotrophic. Autotrophic and heterotrophic. So let us discuss about these two, that what do we understand by autotrophic, and the second one is that of the heterotrophic. If you start with that of the first one, student, that is autotrophic. So let me write it, the autotrophic, and then we will try to understand the heterotrophic too. You know, students, whenever the term auto comes, the meaning of auto is self, and this trophic term basically comes from trophy, and meaning of the trophy is nutrition. Okay, so if we talk about the autotrophic, students, so this term auto, it means self, and this term trophy, actually auto means self and trophy is TROPHE. This trophy, it means nutrition. What does that mean? It means self-nutrition. It means the organism who is capable of getting the self-nutrition. How they will get the self-nutrition? If they are able to make their own food. So if we talk about the autotrophic mode of nutrition, it is basically related to that of the self-nutrition. It means the organisms are capable, or they are able to make their own food, and such mode of nutrition is called as the autotrophic mode of nutrition. You see, students, basically what happened in case of the autotrophic mode of nutrition, here the organism used to make food by inorganic raw material. It means they used to take the inorganic raw material to make an organic material. Organic material means the food. You know that glucose is what? We used to get glucose from the food itself. Okay, the glucose help in providing energy, and this energy is provided by the food. So, glucose is an organic food. It is what? It is an organic substances. Okay, so we use the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Basically, it occurs by the use of the inorganic raw material, including that of in the presence of the sunlight with the help of carbon dioxide, and with the help of the water, they used to react to give the glucose, and oxygen is released. Okay, so these two are what? These are the inorganic material. Okay, and these inorganic material, they used to react together and give an organic form of a material. So this mode of nutrition, it includes the inorganic raw material into the organic one. So let me write the definition of the autotrophic first, and then we will discuss that what are the different things which is included in case of the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So we can write it that this mode of nutrition includes the organisms which make their own food, with the help of inorganic raw material. Okay, so here what happened, the simple inorganic raw material. Now let me write that what are the simple inorganic raw material, or what are the simple inorganic material has been taken to perform this process, or to which help in providing the nutrition or to show this mode of nutrition. So carbon dioxide, in the presence of sunlight, as well as water which is present in the nature. So these are some of the inorganic raw material which is used by the plant to form its own food. Now here you know that this process in which the organism used to perform this mode of nutrition basically performed by the plants. You know that the plants, they are able to make their own food, and they use carbon dioxide, sunlight and water with the help of the process of photosynthesis. They used to make starch. Starch is what? It is a carbohydrate that is used by the other living organism, which help in providing the glucose to it. So you can see that it is the plants which help in performing, or which used to show this autotrophic mode of nutrition. So we can say that examples are the plants. Now here one thing that we should all know, that okay, the plants used to perform, they used to make their own food, they used to synthesize their own food with the help of these material. But you know that this whole process can occur only in the presence of the sunlight. Okay, and it means if there is no sunlight, no such formation of the glucose occur. It means no process, no mode of nutrition, no method can be used in which the plants will be able to make their own food. So this happens only in the presence of the sunlight. Now here, this sunlight will be trapped with the help of the pigment which is present in the leaves. You all have heard about one thing, and that is chlorophyll. So it is the chlorophyll which used to trap the sunlight, and thus the process occur. What does that mean, student? That trapping of the sunlight process is important so that the reaction between the carbon dioxide and the water can take place. It means sunlight to help in enhancing or in completing the reaction, and with the help of that the organic food material is formed by the plants. But this sunlight, it can be used only in this reaction when it will be trapped by a pigment which is present in the leaves, in the green leaves of the plant. Okay, and that pigment is called as chlorophyll. It means only due to the presence of the chlorophyll the sunlight can be trapped. So we can say on the basis of that this process can be performed only with the help of the green plants. It is the green plants which used to show the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So we have understood here one thing, that autotrophic mode of nutrition is shown only by that of the green plant. It means the green plants only can perform the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Non-green plants cannot show. Although there are certain bacteria like that of the cyanobacteria, which is a blue-green algae, or a green algae, they are what? They are green in color, so they used to perform the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so except that of the certain bacteria and the green plants, none of the other non-green plants are able to show this autotrophic mode of nutrition. So autotrophic mode of nutrition is in which the organism used to make their own food, and basically this will happen with that of the green plants. They used to make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So it is the green plants and some of the bacteria used to show this mode of nutrition. Now here the organisms which used to show this autotrophic mode of nutrition, we use a term for them, we used to call them autotrophs. Okay. Okay, so we can say that the green plants and the certain bacteria, they are called as the autotrophs. So autotrophs we used to call that organism which used to show this kind of a mode of nutrition. Okay, so let me write it about it, that the organisms which shows the autotrophic modes of nutrition are called as autotrophs. Okay, so those organisms which used to show the autotrophic mode of nutrition, we call them as a autotrophs student. Okay, so this is all about that of the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Now moving on, and we will going to see the second type of a mode of nutrition shown by the organisms, and that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So if we discuss about the next one, and that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. You see students, if we talk about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, here the term hetero means other or different, and trophic again the same meaning, and that is nutrition. It means other nutrition. It means the organism which obtain their food, which obtain their nutrition from the other organism. Such mode of nutrition is called as the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Here in this mode of nutrition, the organism, they are not able to make their own food like we have seen in case of a autotrophic mode of nutrition, but here they are dependent on the other organism for their food. And if we talk about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, all the different kind of organisms, including the animals, you see even the non-green plants, They obtain their food from the others only, from the plants only. So we all are included into the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So let us write the definition and then we will try to understand it again. So we can write it that the mode of nutrition in which an organism is not able to make or synthesize its own food, is not able to make or to synthesize its own food, called as heterotrophic modes of nutrition. Here, the organisms are dependent on other for their food. So we can write it, the organisms obtain food from others. Okay, the organisms, they used to obtain food from the others. Such kind of a mode of nutrition is called as the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, what are the different examples, student? On the basis of that, we can say that they used to show these are the organisms which used to show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So, all the animals, non-green plants, and here we will include everything, including the microorganism also. They all shows the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now here again, students, what are the heterotrophs? What we call these organisms? So the organism which used to show this heterotrophic mode of nutrition, we used to call them as a heterotrophs. Okay, so we can write it, organism showing this mode of nutrition called as these are called as heterotrophs. Okay, so organisms which used to make the food from which are not able to make their own food, they are called as the heterotrophs, and the kind of nutrition shown by them is a heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So we have seen here that basically they are divided into two, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic organisms which are able to make their own food, which are able to make their own which used to get the nutrition by itself and by its own, and here in this one they used to get nutrients from the green plants. Okay, so such kind green plants or from the other animals or from the other organism, and such kind of a mode of nutrition is the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, on the basis that how even you see the heterotrophs, even the organisms which used to show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they used to obtain food in a different ways. And we had divided on the basis of that how heterotrophs used to get the food in a different ways. We are divided into three, and that is saprotrophic or saprophytic mode of nutrition, parasitic mode of nutrition, and finally holozoic mode of nutrition. So let me write it and then we will see about the different mode of nutrition, students. Okay. So let me write it about it, students. So here this heterotrophic is basically divided into 3, and that is saprotrophic, then parasitic, and finally holozoic. So these are the 3 mode of nutrition. On the basis of that, the heterotrophic mode of nutrition is again divided.